This better work. This better work. Please work. Yes. Hello, good evening, everybody. I'm your host, Khalil, the host of the Khalil Sports Board, coming to you live right here at Leesburg, Virginia, Lounge with you guys about the fact that the Takeover stand delivered night one results. I'll tell you guys about the fact that the Celtics defeated the Knicks 101-99. KD came back, which is why the Nets took out the Pels 139-111. I'll tell you guys also about the fact that Mighty Mouse Demetrius Johnson got KO'd by Adriano Moraes at one championship last night. Night 2 of Takeover Stand Deliver. That's tonight, by the way, live on Peacock TV. I'll tell you guys about the fact that Megan Rapinoe slammed Draymond Green of women's sports. Get you guys to that for sure. And that went down for sure. Suns defeat. Also, this, so guys, that my King of Fighters 15. You can see a gameplay trailer, by the way, guys. Estelle Aguirre, she is now playable, which is why Streets of Rage 4, Mr. X Nightmare DLC. That's pretty good. The trailer is out now. And there's going to be 2 new DLC characters as well. So you can check that out. And that's all that's all there is I'll have for today, ladies on that. First things first, I'm going to start things over the Takeover Stand Deliver Night 1 results. Zoey Stark gets the biggest win of her career, defeating Toni Storm. Pete Dunne defeats Kushida. Bronson Reed wins the Gauntlet match, earning an NXT North American title opportunity against Johnny Gargano, which he has tonight at Takeover Night 2 title. MSK are the new NXT Tag Team Champs. Raquel Gonzalez walks out as the new NXT Women's Champ. My goodness. Raquel Gonzalez, first it was at War Games. Then last night, Stand Deliver. So Raquel Gonzalez stood and deliver as the new NXT Women's Champ. But my goodness, I got to tell you right now, this is going to be the biggest win of Raquel Gonzalez's career. I'll tell you that. This has to be the biggest moment that she's ever going to have. Seeing her as the NXT Women's Champ, it changes everything. I can tell you that. Now the real question is, what's coming next for Io Shirai? Now Io Shirai, she's been the NXT Women's Champ for 300 plus days. Shayna Baszler. But my goodness, Io Shirai came to an end last night at night 1 of Stand Deliver. And I can tell you this, you may or may not be seeing her this Tuesday on NXT, which way NXT moves to Tuesday nights, starting this Tuesday on the 13th. So Io Shirai may not be making any appearances in NXT. You may as well be seeing her. Perhaps, maybe that was it. Maybe that was it for Io Shirai. Maybe it's time for her to embark on a new journey. Maybe it's time for her to go to the main roster. Now, yes, even though she's happy, Io Shirai is going to be heading to the main roster pretty soon. In fact, you may see a WrestleMania. You may be seeing a WrestleMania 37 by Saturday or Sunday. So, needless to say that may become enough for Io Shirai. Now this new talent, Saray, the Warrior of the Sun, she's amazing talent. I can tell you that. She was sitting front row seat for the Io Shirai against Raquel Gonzalez match. It was really good, I can tell you that. But Raquel Gonzalez walked out as the new NXT Women's Champ. Now Io Shirai on the flip side, she may as well roster quite a while now. And I don't know if Io Shirai's ever going to evoke a rematch clause against Raquel Gonzalez for the next women's title. I don't know that for sure. I could tell you that Io Shirai, that may have been it for Io Shirai. her longest reign, her title reign came to an end. She had one of the most historic title reigns in NXT Women's History. I'll give her credit still. But my goodness, I gotta say, seeing Raquel Gonzalez walk out to the NXT Women's Championship, being Io Shirai twice, War Games, and last night at night one of Stand Deliver. So my goodness, that may be it for Io Shirai, and clearly that may be it for her. I think it's safe to say that Io Shirai is going to move from NXT. I think it's safe to say that Io Shirai is going to be headed to the main roster. I can tell you that. It could be a Raw or SmackDown. So that's gonna be a really big surprise. I'll tell you that for sure, everybody. Now, even though Io Shirai may have lost, that may be it for her. So I'm not sure if she's gonna come back for Tuesday nights for NXT on USA Network. She may be going to the main roster instead. So that may ensue. I'll tell you that. Or I'm not sure what's going. I'm not sure lies ahead of for Io Shirai. Don't know she got to talk with Saray. But oh my goodness, I gotta tell you right now. I'm not sure which potential challenges are going to be for Raquel Gonzalez, the new Raquel Gonzalez for the NXT Women's Title. It may as well be could be Zoey Stark. It could be Io Shirai invoking rematch clause. It could be Shanti Black or Ember Moon, Toni Storm, Mercedes Martinez. One of those individuals are going to be prepping up for the NXT Women's Title. Are going to be going after the NXT Women's Title. Whoever they are, well, it's like I know. So yes, Raquel Gonzalez is the new NXT Women's Champ, and honestly, that's all there is you need to know. So I mean, yes, Raquel Gonzalez, she's a former NXT Women's Tag Team Champion. She's also the new NXT Women's Champ. But I gotta tell you right now, Io Shirai, she's had a lot of history. She's made a lot of history. I mean, she's faced off against Charlotte Flair, faced off against Sasha Banks, Rhea Ripley, Bayley, teamed up with Asuka, take on Bayley and Sasha Banks. She's teamed up with Kyrie Sane. She teamed with Asuka. She beat Sasha Banks. She did that. She's even been elected Toni Storm, being the likes of Mercedes Martinez, Zoey Stark, Shanti Blackheart, Ember Moon as well, Dakota Kai. But I gotta say that Io Shirai, I think her days of NXT are over. I think it's safe to say that Io Shirai is going to go to the main roster instead. That's the option I go with right there. So after Io Shirai lost the NXT Women's Title, I think the best. That's the question I was going to ask, and that's all there is. You got to know. So that's all you need to know about that. So those were night one of the NXT Stand Deliver results. Night two of NXT Stand Deliver. That's at the Celtics defeated the Knicks 101-99 in a really close game. Jaylen Brown scored 32 points, 10 rebounds, 3 assists, 2 steals, 1 block. Jayson Tatum has scored 25 points, 10 rebounds, 5 assists, and 1 steal. Marcus Smart had scored 17 points, 4 rebounds, 9 assists, 1 steal, and a block. RJ Barrett scored 29 points, 5 rebounds, and 2 assists. Julius Randle scored 22 points and 9 rebounds, assists, 3 steals, 1 block. And D Rose scored 11 points, 3 assists. I gotta say, guys, the Knicks are looking pretty good. I'll tell you that right now. But the Knicks are the best ball yet. I think they're like 25-27, but the Knicks are still doing pretty good. They have a play-in tournament spot too as well, by the way. So I got to give them credit too. But the Knicks right now, they're looking pretty good. Orange, Julius Randle, RJ Barrett, D Rose, Reggie Bullock, Elfrid Payton, but my goodness, they don't just disappoint at all. I'll tell you that. So, needless to say, Knicks will come back, and they're looking pretty good so far. I'll tell you that they're looking pretty good. So, bunch of wins, so that's fun with that. I'm pretty good with that. It's a really close game, though. I'll tell you that. Other things I want to get into, by the way, Mighty Mouse Demetrius Johnson got KO'd by Adriano Moraes, by the way. It won championship MMA last night, and that's probably the biggest loss of his career, and that didn't look good there. So that's all the news you got to know on that. So that was that. Also, a former NFL player shot 5 people and killed himself. That former football player will be named Philip Adams, by the way. Who his parents lived near the doctors. Now this is in South Carolina, guys. He lived near the doctors. His parents lived near the doctor's home in Rock Hill. Adams had to be treated by a doctor. Adams murdered himself with a 9.45 caliber with a .45 caliber gun, by the way. Dr. Robert Leslie, his wife Barbara Leslie, grandkids Ada Leslie and Noah dead. James Lewis was in the house. He was also dead as well. A 6th person was sent to a hospital with gunshot wounds. And my thoughts and prayers go out to their family members and their fans of this horrific, tragic incident. And it's really awful news there. So you just hate to see it, though. So honestly, this is just awful news, and that's all I can say on that. So keep in prayers, everybody. Please keep in your prayers. Also, another thing I get into: the Nets defeated the Pels last night, 139-111, where Kyrie Irving scored 24 points, 2 rebounds, 6 assists, 1 block. Lamarcus Aldridge scored 22 points, 3 rebounds, 2 assists, and blocks. The returning KD or returning Durantula has scored 17 points, 7 rebounds, 5 assists, and 1 block. BG scored 10 points, 2 rebounds, and assists, 1 block. Joe Harris scored 14 points, 6 rebounds, 4 assists. Jeff Green scored 11 points, 4 rebounds, and assists, 1 steal. Mount Zion Williamson scored 16 points, 4 rebounds, 6 assists, 2 steals. Eric Bledsoe scored 26 points, 5 rebounds, 1 assist. Lonzo Ball scored 15 points, 3 assists, 1 steal. And Isaiah Thomas scored 11 points, 3 rebounds, and 1 steal. The Nets looking pretty good so far. I got to tell you right now, they don't disappoint because I'll tell you the Nets they got their hands full yet again with the team they beat back in February. That's the Lakers. They have to take them on again this Saturday night. So that's going to be a really good game. That is going to be much more of an NBA Finals matchup yet again. My question is, are the Lakers going to get some revenge over that loss they had back in February? Or are the Nets going to beat them yet again, sending them a direct message like they did back in February? So let me know in the comments about that. And this is going to be much more. So these are the 2 likely teams that got faced each other in the NBA Finals, or the Nets going to be the new NBA champs, or probably the Kings of the NBA, Kings of Brooklyn. So let me know in the comments about that. I will definitely address response to that for sure, buddy. On that note, now there are playoff implications too. I can tell you that right now, guys. So this is a rematch from February on the first bout. And can Lakers want to get the second bout? Let me know about that for sure. That's all I can say. They don't have LeBron James and 83 could be coming back, but I can tell you that I'm not sure if they are. But you may see them in the playoffs. So that's interesting news right there. I can tell you that right now. So that will ensue hopefully. So I'm looking forward to that. Also, some other news I want to get into here. By the way, that Lee Elder he joined Jack Nicklaus and Garrett Player to start at the Augusta Golf Club for the 85th edition of the Masters. So that's best news yet there. He was the first black man to play golf play. So Terry to participate in PGA. So that's big news there. Also, some other news that Mike Tyson he destroyed Sean Spears last night on he was who's member of the Pinnacle, by the way. Now, this is all while the initially battled it out. By the way, it was really epic. I'll tell you that though. So that's all there is you need to know on that, everybody. So yeah, that surprised a lot of people. So Mike Tyson coming back, destroying Sean Spears, best part yet. That's all I got to say on that, everybody. And on top of that, Mike Tyson and Kushida, they shook hands. It was an incredible moment. I can tell you that. Check that out. Also, Suns the Jazz 117-113, two top teams of the Wild Wild West. I'll tell you that. Also, some other news here I also want to get into, by the way, that the very latest of the Deshaun Watson probe. So Rusty Harden said that D Watts never forced anyone to engage in an act against their will. He didn't force, coerce, or intimidate anyone to do anything against their will. 20 Busby's 22 lawsuits violate Texas law and the concept of fairness. He also says it's clear from Mr. Busby this case wasn't about seeking justice in the courtroom, by the way, but assuring D. Watts' image to enhance his own public that anonymity is used to protect victims. Busby uses that as a sword while protecting clients from scrutiny. Busby uses allegations to destroy D. Watts. It isn't right. We'll resolve these matters in court. Now, Rusty filed a motion for the hearing, by the way. The asking a judge to request Busby has to identify one of the women who used the alias Jane Doe, by the way. I can tell you this, that the motion was set, and it's going to be a court hearing Friday afternoon, by the way. I can tell you that. They were granted the motion, by the way. I can tell you that. So the court hearing should be tomorrow, by the way, guys, on Friday afternoon. So that's all I can say on that. So that's all there's need to know. So this is all resolves about Deshaun Watson facing 22 losses of sexual assault, misconduct, and a complaint that was filed last week. So honestly, Deshaun Watson could be on trial for this. And not only that, if he was found convicted, he could face jail time for the rest of his life. And that's all I can say on that, everybody. And that's all there is need to know on that, everybody. So also, I'm gonna get you guys last on the Tiger Woods car crash. Now, Tiger Woods, the injuries that he sustained, he was unconscious from that car crash back in February 23rd. He was unconscious. He had suffered a laceration to the lower front jaw. He had a bruised right and left rib cage, a fractured right tibia and fibula, a possible injured right ankle, open fracture, had a mid shaft on his right leg below the knee. He had an open fracture. He was diagnosed with comminuted open fractures in the right leg. Bone shattered in two places in the back and broke through the skin. So Tiger Woods is right now recovering from home in Florida. So hopefully he's doing okay. Thoughts and prayers out to him, his family members, and his fans in this horrific accident that happened to him. And keep your prayers. So he did issue a statement. He thanked everybody from the EMTs to everybody out there showing the love of support. And that's all there is you need to know on that, everybody. So keep prayers. He's still recovering from the car crash that he got into back in February. So keep me in your prayers, everybody, on that note. And he may consider retirement, which he may do for sure. I'll tell you that right now. Also, Megan Rapinoe, she slammed Draymond Green over the women's sports, saying that it's unfortunate that resources, but Draymond has the ability to know an educated opinion and drag other people into it by tagging them and speaking at the time when March Madness tournament is going on, and we saw with what happened at the with the week of resources and funding. So I'm honestly, this is Megan Rapinoe slamming Draymond Green over the women's sports. By the way, it's over the pay gap sale, and honestly, a lot of women did accounts and all. So Draymond Green needs to keep opinions to himself. That's all I can say on that, everybody. So Megan Rapinoe spoke up, and that's good news for her. So she's also a defending women's soccer champ. So that's U.S. women's soccer champ. That's all there is for that. And that's all there is for you to know on that, everybody, on that note. Also, guys, some other news I want to get into, ladies and gentlemen, that that's what we got right here. Also want to get into sorry. Also, the other news I also wanted to get into, by the way. Want to wish happy birthdays out to King, who was featured in the King of Fighters 15, Return for King's Fight 15, Mature and Shingo Yabuki of King of Fighters, Robin Wright, Patricia Arquette, Emma Caulfield, Katie Sackhoff, Biz Markey, Jim Catfish Hunter, Dej Lowe, Black Youngster, Sean Fontano, Triple G, Sun Kang, Essence Nevaeh, Gabriella Wild, Jamal Sherland. Got Clive James West, Desiree Siegfried, Felix Hernandez, P Money, CD Osmond, Dario Saric, Carlos Santana, Shelby Young, Sarah Zahid, Savannah Reed, Evan Mock, and Kimberly Behat. So send your birthday wishes, show their birthday tweets, everybody. That's all you guys can do just for now. That's all there is to it, everybody. And that's all there is for that, everybody. Also, guys, other news here. Mai Shiranui, she came back. Mai Shiranui, she returned for King of Fighters 15. You can check out the trailer now. Her trailer came out yesterday, guys. It was amazing. Check it out. She was in Fatal Fury, King of Fighters, previous King of Fighters games. She's also featured in the Dead or Alive. Even for Team Women's Fighters. She was also, by the way, the ring was the retro fighter with Dead or Alive 5, and then Dead or Alive 6. Amazing, by the way, to tell you that. And it was really amazing. It's all must watch right there. I can tell you that much. So she returned for King of Fighters 15. That's all I can say on that. And it's trailer down below. So that's amazing news right there. And yeah, they'll say so. That's best news yet there. Also, guys, this Estelle Aguirre, she is now playable for Streets of Rage 4 Mr. X Nightmare DLC. And it's amazing. This is amazing. So there's gonna be 2 other DLC characters as well, by the way. Estelle Aguirre, her gameplay is amazing, I'll tell you that. But yeah, she's one of the previous bosses from Streets of Rage 4 when it came out last year. I gotta tell you right now, that Estelle Aguirre now playable. It's amazing. It's the best yet. So I think the other 2 DLC characters that can be shown for like other previous bosses from the Streets of Rage 4 would pretty much be Max and Shiva, Streets of Rage 4 version, by the way, if you will. So that is amazing news. That's the best yet. I can tell you that. So that's all there is. So there's a specific day for that yet, though. So that's all I need to know. You need to know on that. Also, guys, that Hot Wheels Unleashed, by the way, it's coming out. The game is going to be coming out on September 30th, 2021. So that's exciting news there. And that's all there is you need to know. The gameplay trailer is amazing. You guys can check that out, guys. You guys can hope you guys enjoyed that. And that's all the news you got to know on that, everybody. So, yep, that's just it there. So that's all you got to know, everybody. It's all you got to know. So it's for that. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that will do it there for the Khalil Howard Sports Board. Make sure to subscribe to the Khalil Howard Sports Board, both YouTube channel and Facebook page by any and all means necessary. Be sure to catch on Takeover St. Deliver Night 2 tonight, guys, on Peacock TV, guys. Check that out. Be sure to catch Impact Wrestling return to Thursday night starting tonight, guys. That's all there is you need to know on that, everybody. That's all there is you need to know. Your thoughts on your thoughts exactly on Takeover Night 1 results. Let me know about the show. Comes to now, just my shirt. Your thoughts on Raquel Gonzalez being the new NXT Women's Champion. Let me know about that. Your thoughts on MSK being the new NXT Tag Team Champs. Let me know about that. What's next for you, Shirai? Let me know about the shirt. You think she's going to be headed to the main roster pretty soon? Let me know for sure in the comments down below. I will definitely adjust about the shirt, buddy. That's all there is you got to know. Your thoughts on Celtics being the Knicks last night. 101-99. Let me know about the shirt. I will definitely adjust about the shirt, buddy. That's all there is you got to know. Your thoughts on Mighty Mouse, Demetrius Johnson being KO'd by Adriano Moraes in one championship last night. Let me know about that shirt. What are your thoughts on the Suns defeating the Jazz last night? 117-113. Let me know about that shirt, buddy. I'll adjust about the shirt. What are your thoughts on the Nets with the returning KD defeating the Pels? 139 to 111. You think they're ready for the Lakers yet again? Let me know about the show. I'm definitely just not sure. So we need some alerts to LeBron James, Lakers, or it's gonna be the Durant, Kyrie Irving, and Lamarcus Aldridge, Blake Griffin, and no James Harden. But let me know about the show. I would definitely just not sure. But you think the Nets are gonna be legit favorites to make to the NBA Finals and potentially win it? Let me know about the show. I would definitely just not sure. But it's all the ways you gotta know on that. Listen, I'm Mike Tyson destroying Sean Spears last night. Let me know about that. I'll definitely just not sure. But that's all you gotta know. Well, because we wait Deshaun Watson as he is still being investigated from sexual assault misconduct from 22 Lawson and a complaint filed last week. Let me know about the show. It comes on double in the hearings will be taking place yet tomorrow, by the way. I believe it's tomorrow, by the way, guys, tomorrow afternoon. So let me what about that. I'll just make sure. With us on for the game itself and the other two DLC characters who are other previous also. Let me know about the show. I'll definitely just want sure, but it's all that you got to know on that. Let's see. Wait until my Shiranui returning for King of Fighters 15. Let me know about that. Let me know about that. I'll just sure, but it's all that you got to know on that. We thoughts on Hot Wheels Unleashed coming out on September 30th. Let me know about the show. I'll definitely just want to share. Draymond Green over the women's sports comments that he made. Let me know about that. I'll just want to share everybody. So, brother, wish out to a King.